buds. So, oops, I actually like the sound of that. I'll never rack that. I just don't know how to make this go out on a good beat. So today we're gonna be doing a little mechanics work, there, bud. Not really nothing too crazy, but I'm gonna stop that. Not nothing too crazy, but last time we had a little bit of snow, which was a few months back, I spun out on what we like to call the connector, or the flying Y, whatever you want to call it here in Boise, Idaho. I spun out, ran into the wall with the front of my car, and spun out and smashed the back of my car. So I went to the junkyard the past couple of days to collect some lights, some pieces for the grill. I couldn't find a bumper. Well, I found bumpers, but they were in worse shape than mine. So the sitch is this Nissan Altima. I'm actually going to walk you through replacing one of the lights. I didn't think about shooting a video of this until I replaced two of the lights, the front light, the headlight, the driver's side headlight, and the passenger side tail light. Now I'm going to do the driver's side, the passenger side headlight. Got one of them today. Went all the way to Jalopy, went to 3 Jalopies to find that stupid headlight. But the other ones, the tail light and the other headlight, were found at one of the other Jalopies. I gotta close my gate so my dog don't get out. Can't let the hound out. Got a fancy brick that holds the door, the gate shut. So we're gonna walk over here. Oh, there's my boat. That's another one of my projects. Don't worry, wait for the video. It'll be on there. Don't worry about it. We're gonna do some Bondo and some fiberglass on the boat, and I might actually even make a windshield for it, because somebody that owned it before it flipped off the trailer and was drug upside down, so she ain't got no windshield. I know what's wrong with it. She ain't got no gas. All right, this is the butte. There's the butte. If you notice, it's got a hole right here. The whole bumper was just kind of hanging off, but yeah, this light was broken. It's the mounting bracket that broke on it. Then you come around. Oh, that's a nice little Altima you got there. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. And if you've noticed my bumper, she's a little twacked up. It's all fucked up right here. No big deal. Fixed it. Looking fucking premium. Gotta figure out how to pull that down. See what Amazon has to offer for decorating and stuff. Alright, let me just get you a little bit more busy. Set you up over here. Oh, there you go. So first things first, bud. We're working on popping the snaps. So snaps are gone. Those are my little snaps. I actually stole these from trunks in the other car. So here's what we're gonna be working on. This spot light right here. There's a lot going on over here. So it's a little piece of light. Alright, those are off. That's off. Now there's, you got your little what is that, little plastic piece on the inside wall. You can pull that back, and there's a little 10mm bolt up under the fender right here. You got to take off to get to that light. You actually have to take the bumper off to get to it. The lights. Oops. No. Still going the wrong way there, bud. Yeah, a little. There. Actually have to take the bumper off. And it's got all these little clippies. I'm gonna leave all the clippies because I don't need to take those off. Pull it back a little bit. Now there's a 10mm bolt. You see that right there? Whoopsies. Took you with me. Alright, see? Right here, up under this, that's a 10mm bolt right there, and it holds the light in. I'm gonna take that off. Right loosey. Lefty tighty. Left, oh no. That's backward. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Oh, I broke me mount on me tripod. Here it goes. Sorry about the ground. I'm gonna do that right there. Quick like. Ooh, my little push bar right there got pretty bent. front end of the curve may be twisted either. Chassis may be twisted, you never know. Alright, boom. Keep that. And if you see up here, there's another 10mm bolt. You see that one right there? That's 10mm bolt. That gotta come out. Stupid tripod. Okay, we're having some technological difficulties. I'm gonna have to glue my tripod back together. Thanks, Amazon. I can get everything on Amazon. It's kind of embarrassing. I just showed up to my house. When I go to the store, I gotta figure out what aisle shit's on. That ain't no fun. Alright. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no bearings. Alright, so now down here, there's another 10mm bolt. Gotcha. We'll take that 10mm bolt. I actually got a new one of these plastic pieces. So these will clip back in there. And yeah, it's crazy. These Altimas are wired in to have fog lights. There's a wire right there to have fog lights, but they didn't come with them. But there's literally a wiring harness for fog lights. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Not that I really need fog lights, but that sounds cool. I want an Altima with fog lights on it. All right, boom, bolts out. And also got this at the junkyard, a new piece, new track to replace this one so it'll clip on there. So take the track off as well. There's two 10mm bolts. You can actually do it with a Phillips head screwdriver. Alright, just gonna throw them on my little tray right there because I am 100% sure that I will put the wrong bolts back because that's what we do. That's all nice and loose right there. Man, Altima, I swear, man, you could probably do a better job holding these freaking things together with Scotch tape. Interesting. Right. This side goes up. Put that on there, push that one on there. Oh, broken in here, nothing right there. Next to it. Hey, not a big deal. I'm more worried about the rear fender. Bolt tray. Get yourself a little tray for your bolts. You don't lose them like I do, because I'll lose shit all the time when I work at this stuff and then I put the wrong bolts back in, and then this is why I only work on my own cars. I don't have what I call customers because I don't put their shit back together. Right. You know? Okay. Freaking loose as the other one right there. I don't know what I was trying to accomplish by putting a new one on there. Could need a new fender. I don't feel like that's the normal amount of wobble it should have. Whatever. Alright, so now you gotta be careful when you be pulling this here light out. You put the camera right here. Remove it back right here. Oh, whatever, bud. Alright. So there's a little pin. You gotta pull up. The only reason I'm replacing this is because like the port mounting bracket, the one that goes to right there, broke off. So replacing this. Oh, and this thing broke off. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Oh shit. My headlights are broken in half. Two ways you can do this. Remove all your connectors. The two ways I recommend you remove all them connectors. All your little snaps. You push them and you pop them off. pushes and poppers and pushes and poppers. Pull them off. These guys, I'm just gonna turn them because those are a pain in the ass. I don't really want to deal with that. So, turn and twist. And screwdriver. Oh, see in my pocket. Get it right here. There's like a little wiring harness holder right there. I'm just gonna just pop her out of there. There we go. Another one right there. You're gonna have to pop off on there. I'll be able to show you on these ones because I'm a lazy person, so I end up just cutting the wiring harness with it to take it with me because I'm an asshole. Come on. Not really, I'm just trying to get this. See, she's off. The problem is like, well, the lights I got from the junkyard are not as pretty as my old lights. Here's my old light. Look how nice and shiny and pretty that is. Here's my new light. Look how gross and foggy that is. Yum. But anyways, here's our wiring. If this piece wasn't broken, there's a little snapperoo right here. Pop that off. Pull that out of there. Pull that one out of there. This guy's in here. Pull that off. Right there. This guy right here. I'm gonna pull up on this tab. Pop. Both big ones pull up and pop. And pop these little chickens out. And that part of it. And this guy. There's a little red tab on the end of this thing. Oops, maybe you can see it. There you go. Red tab. Put your screwdriver in there. Turn it sideways, and she pops right up. And then you can squeeze and pop. And these guys, I recommend you just twist them, pull them out. Simpler, just twist them and pull them out and try to disconnect the wiring harnesses. Unless you bought some matchmark ones where there's one in there, then you're gonna want to do the snaps. But I'm not going to. I don't want to. Don't feel like it. So, feeded. Oh, we gotta do a wiring harness again first. Oh, there we go. Wiring harness. Put a little piece behind on this, and so wire it back in. This thing goes clip in there. She clips in there. Clip, 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 clip. There you go. Potato chip. Run that all the way on the little track underneath. Oh. And there's a little clippy right here. And then there's a clippy right there. Clip that one in there. This guy clippy in over here. And this fella's gonna be rolling in that there doski. Now these are different size little grooves, so make sure you're lining the grooves up. Guy in there, put your red little, press the red tab down, take this last one, you won't stick it in this here hole. And freaking, she's gonna be road worthy in no time. Bye. Down the collision center, see how much it costs to get other stuff fixed. So you gotta push it in there. Alright. Let me explain this to you a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So, I don't know when you guys stopped recording me, but got all my snaps are in place. Missed one, no big deal. I'm gonna come over here. Sorry, put my hands over here. 10mm bolt right there. Bender's bent the sheet. That's why she hanging up right. She bent as hell. There we go. Now, put you back on the tripod. You'll probably get motion sickness and stuff. Okay. Make sure all of this popped up in there. Just like a tray that sits on top of the light. And this right here. Just gotta screw this bolt in up here. Gosh darn it, we're going the wrong way again. Here we go. Here we go. And that's all she wrote. Whew. Sweating out here. Well, there she goes. Yeah. New headlight. Ooh, Vinci. Look at that dope ass brake in the bumper. That's sweet. We got to get a new bumper next. Bam. New headlight. All the way around the car. New tail light. Gotta figure out how to pull this dent. I could have pulled the bumper today for it, but yeah, whatever. As long as it's still on there, right, bud? Yeah, right. Shit. Dangerous. Eater, bud. So sometimes, when everything's broken and you don't think you can fix it, treat it like there's no return when you're trying to fix it. So like, your philosophy when you get in there, when it's intimidating, is you got two options. I can either fix it or I can get rid of it. So just like when I'm working on my cars and all the stuff in my house, I can either fix it or I can get rid of it. But I'll tell you what, I've spent a lot of money on stuff that runs great, and I ran it into the ground. And then I spent a little money on stuff that runs like crap, and I've treated it like gold. I've put a lot of money into it, and I've worked really hard to make it all work the way it's supposed to. One of my older cars that I used to have, I wish I still had it, the Chevy S10 2002. I bought it with 176,000 miles on it from the company my dad worked for. It had just had the drive line has snapped in half, and the rear end was all locked up, so the tires wouldn't spin anymore. It caused the yoke to spin, like it twisted the middle in half. Like that's how fast that motor was going, but no damage to the motor or transmission, which is great. So I bought it from my dad's work for 500 bucks. I spent $150 on a rear end from a buddy of mine. Threw it in the truck, spent 550 bucks on a drive line. That's bugging with me. Spent 550 on a drive line. That was the most expensive thing, was buying the freaking drive line, and I gave him my old drive line. I think I got ripped off, but it is what it is. It started getting me down the road. I was 18 at the time when I was working on that pig, and so at the end of the day, when I fixed everything, the truck probably ended up costing me like 1,200 to 1,300 bucks. And my buddy, he got me a built racing rear end. It had a posi traction rear end. It was ready to go. And so I slapped it in the truck, and he told me flat out, like, there's no oil in it. So I'm just assuming, oh, there's probably oil in it. A lot of places don't drain the oil out when you go and grab it from them, or some of them, most of them do. But I was young, I didn't really care. I slapped it in the truck, started it up, and I put it in gear, and the truck started scooting down the road, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, game on. So I hit this road called Dominagoni Parkway, which is, if you ever watched the Fast and the Furious movies, that's where Race Wars was filmed in Hemet, California, on Dominagoni Parkway. But I hit Dominagoni Parkway, and I go from probably about 35 making the corner to jumping that bad chicken up to like 65, and I'm going 70, 75, 80, and I get to the point where I'm crossing a stoplight, getting ready to jump myself over into Menifee, California, and the freaking both back tires, I was going like 75, 80 miles an hour down this road that's only supposed to go 55 on. Both back tires lock up, and there's skid marks for like 20 feet on both back tires because I smoked the rear end. It was ridiculous. But I ended up buying another getting a rear end from my stepdad. Somebody owed him some money, so he ended up getting the rear end for me, and we slapped that thing in there. And it was from a 4-cylinder Blazer, and I had a V6 S10. And I don't know what the combination was of all the half-ass mechanics that I did to it, but that bad chicken got about 25 miles to the gallon when the factory specs said it should only get like 19, and it went fast everywhere. I had a Chevy 1500 fuel pump in it, and the way I used to change the fuel pump, I changed it one time. I had to drop the tank. It was the dumbest crap I ever did. Dropped the tank full of gas, covered myself in gas, and so I changed the fuel pump. Bought the wrong one. Bought one off of Amazon for Chevy 1500, which is the same size motor, but where it mounts in the tank, it mounted backwards, and the ring was too small for it to lock it down because the 1500s have a bigger fuel cell than the S10 does. So I ended up using a dremeling it out, putting it in there, and it took me like 3 days to get the damn tank back in. I'd sit there and fight it, get covered in gasoline, fight it, get covered in gasoline, and then finally one of my friends came over to help me get the strap on and then get the whole damn thing up there. But it was so heavy because it was full of gas when the fuel pump went. But it was a turd. I made it great, and I had so much respect for that vehicle or lack of respect, I guess, because I knew I could fix it. I beat the hell out of that thing. But I loved every second of beating the hell out of that thing. But so all I'm saying is you can go out there and spend a bunch of money, or you can just end something and then start something new, or you get your hands dirty, put in a little bit of work, gain a little bit of respect because you did so much work to get it done. And that's how I treat mechanics. When I hit that uncomfort zone, I just keep going because it's either got to run or I got to get rid of it. And I'd rather things run than get rid of them. More order to happen. So take that lesson as you will, and if you watch through this 5 minutes and 36 seconds of me ranting and raving, then yeah, you're on my YouTube channel, I think. Y'all have a good day. Okay, that's it. Time to go back in the shed, eh, bud? Game over. Yeah, that's how I do my Nissan Altima Light. Thank you for joining me for on my side quest of getting her done. Open the gate, back through, and hopefully you come and join me next time on my next endeavor of whatever bull crud I'm doing. Got lots of projects to do, not a whole lot of time to do it, baby. Now, thank you for stopping by, and you don't have to leave, but I got stuff to do.